Alright guys, welcome back. We've come home, we've done our trip for the weekend, and along that weekend I managed to obviously lose a drone, as you probably already know by now. So this is my actual recovery video of me trying to get it back. Without going into too much details, essentially DJI Refresh won't cover me to get a replacement drone because it didn't actually fly away, according to them. And they're telling me that the information on my controller puts the drone at a position where we should have been able to see it. So I kind of disagree, but we're going to go back with the GoPros. I didn't actually bring the controller, but it doesn't matter, we've got photos and stuff like that. We're going to head straight back there the quickest way we can in the four-wheel drive, and hopefully we can find it. I don't think we're going to find it. I'm very sure that if it was there, we would have seen it. So, but we can hope. And look, now I'll be able to do the driving in the four-wheel drive and have a bit of a fish as well. Cook up a bit of a meal in the new jet boil and test things out. So I look forward to that at least, and a bit of a swim, because it's actually quite warm outside. It's like 30 right now.
Yeah, 31.
So I'll get back on as soon as we start Burgoyne's track, which should be in about, I'd say, an hour and a half. So I'll see you then. We've just started Burgoyne's track. Set everything up, we've moved the fishing rods, they're not slapping us in the face now. And we're going to try and get to the top of Burgoyne's track, and then descent ourselves to the bottom, which I think it'll be in first low, but we'll see. Never done it in the four-wheel drive, so just happened to be that this is the situation. I thought the four-wheel drive would be the more capable vehicle to do this with solo vehicle, so the least amount of things can go wrong.
That's a crazy job. Someone who got climbed those giant trees and hangs from the top of them while they're fucking bouncing levels.
I still want to take a photo. Pretty much own this hill right now, so we can get a nice run, I reckon. I've got a handbrake.
I wonder what you're doing.
I'm just making sure the handbrake works properly. They say Toyota handbrakes are the worst.
That's good to know. Ah, the view looks just as amazing as 2 days ago. Yeah, I was just saying it looks just as good as 2 days ago. Well, technically it's like 3 days ago for this view. We came in.
No, 2 days ago. Today's Monday. Well, here's Saturday.
Yeah, well, here Saturday, yeah, 2 days ago here, then down there.
I mean, that.
I just say I like the sun. It seems to be going further and further that way.
That's where it's trying to take.
And the difference between that side looks very gloomy and cold and wet. That side looks inviting and warm. And the clouds are going across.
It's slowly disappearing, right?
Yeah.
Right, that should be enough, I guess. Can't really think of a better shot to get.
I think that's maybe not worry me, but like a concern when it comes to the spare wheel of this car. It's right where your departure angle is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So the chances of hitting it and putting a hole through it?
Yeah.
Well, I did wonder that, but apparently that is not a concern. Even once I put a, because it goes up once you get body lift.
Apparently it's warmer up here.
Yeah.
Warmer up here than it was down the other track.
Now we're just gonna. We have got careful ramp over us. Okay, so not even first gear's holding, it's just running. It's really interesting.
Yeah, Will's first gear held it very well.
Yeah, it's very different. I've got a hill descent in this as well that I can use.
Will didn't touch the brakes down a lot of these at all.
No, won't hold it. I'm off on everything, and that's picking up so much speed that I'm not even comfortable with. How slow is this?
And do you wonder on a day this much cooler than like when we came down the Adventra, would you still get brake cooling, or need to cool your brakes down here?
On the Adventra?
Yeah, because this is around where we stopped to cool your brakes for a little bit. Like just on the side of the road, just here.
I reckon you still would have to. I think the constant friction of the brake pad and the rotor just coming down there is just generally enough. So if you're going to do a water crossing, you don't want it to be hot. Right, I mean, you screw your brakes down here, it kind of ruins your whole trip, doesn't it?
Yep. And I'm pretty sure this is where the 79's turned around to stop the watch.
Yeah, I actually want to have a look at this. So we were here the other day in the Adventra, and I actually looked at this and thought, huh, this looks different than last time. I don't remember this had actually been a rock step. So I'm just going to take a photo.
If you fell then, the GoPro was at least on you. Alright guys, I want to show you how steep this is and how high.
I think, is that rock moved, Jordan? That rock there right in front of you? Got right in front of you, can you move that?
This one?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay,
Someone looks like they've used that to get up. Right. Put it in perspective. So someone's lost their thong. This thong here is probably around a size 9 or 10 in women's, and you can see how high and how much higher that is and how straight that is. Go. In comparison, mine's a size 13 men's, and even a size 13 men's, that is a very big step up. I'll put there. Make sure to probably should put this in the rubbish bin. Instead of just leaving it here.
You're trying to leave it there?
Oh, it was there, so I don't know if it's...
where you got the thong from. Like...
Oh, it's either come down from downriver, or someone's been in here trying to get the car across and they've lost it. But I thought the responsible thing would be to put it in the bin.
So guys, while I got you here, I hope you can hear me. So we're here, this will be another video, so we're here 2 days later in the Fortuna. And I'm just running this track because I've got to go back and try and find my drone that I lost out here. But I'm going to show you a video in a second where the adventurer literally just walks up that right behind you. First go. Straight through this water. But we just showed you how deep it was. It's incredible. Land Cruiser is suspiciously parked. Just chilling. Just chilling.
I didn't realise the other missus in the car. Didn't even notice it.
Probably lucky we let the brakes go down a little bit.
Get luckier seats when you're offline.
Oh, I know what happened. He wanted to see whether we'll make it up this.
Remember those
That's what he wanted to watch. He wanted to see me just drive up, but now he's questionable. He's walked down. You see, he's walked down. He's like, now I'm going to try and go up into Fortuna. We've caught him up way out here.
You can see that's a fair bit deep. Oh, that bit there is quite deep. Put that side for a second.
Am I ever going to clear this in this car? I don't know if I'm ever going to clear this in this car. Am I?
But the fact that the adventurer climbed that first go coming up this side here, so to get his car up we had to go all the way down here to get the clearance. The adventurer walked up from here, and you can see exactly how steep that is. So the adventurer actually cleared that going up the right hand side of that, up the steepest part where this wouldn't have had clearance.
Very interesting. It looks so weird it looks so tall when you actually look at it. Like on Saturday when I came through the adventurer, I was being spotted by 79 series, so I just had to go. I didn't really want to check it. But when you've got time to sit there and look at it, it looks daunting. I'll give you that.
Well, that right hand side's almost 2 of my size 13 shoes.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't think we get it. Oh, I'm surprised you can pull that while we're driving. Oh, wow, it feels so weird when you go over those in this car.
Well, you can see in a lot of your videos when you're driving the Adventra,
Yeah.
you don't move around that much as the driver.
Yeah.
And this, you're moving
All over the place, yeah.
all over the place.
Actually, which also reminds me, the power in these 4 cylinders are incredible, guys, off-road. Like, I'm so really surprised. Like, this steep hill here, it feels like I'm only going slow, but like, if I want the power, it's there.
There's plenty of power there when you need it.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy.
And that's with your throttle turned down as well.
Yeah, it's on economy. So don't mock the 2.8 litre, guys. So many people give shit on it. Going way too fast over the top of those in a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, and the Adventra's fine because you're so much lower. The centre of gravity is so much lower.
In here, you feel like, yeah.
Well, you can see the bend in the fishing rods every time you do. The fishing rods get a little bit more of a bend in the back. I think the first thing I'll do when we get there is quickly throw a rod in the water with some bread on it, as it's coming around that time of day when they're going to start feeding towards sunset. Just have that sitting there while we set up camp and get the fire going. All the loose rocks and loose gravel.
At least at the end, like.
Nearly there. Got a lot quicker this time around.
Yeah, I think with the Fortuner you just get a lot more movement speed.
I think we had a faster movement speed last time, but it felt longer because we did so many other tracks before we got to this track.
Oh, true, because we went to camp and stuff.
Well, not only that, but before we even got on Burgoyne's track on Saturday, we went through a lot of different tracks to get to Burgoyne's track.
Would have got some air off that when I came past.
True. Avoid the water just in case they're ridiculously deep.
Ah, avoid it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, avoid it just in case it's ridiculously deep. And I suppose they've got plenty of trees to winch this house out of, but
Can't be bothered.
it's, yeah.
At this time of night.
Not the main focus of this trip.
No.
I think we drove down that way last time. We ended up coming up here. I think it was that's where we parked the cars last time to go down. It was down there. So we'll go see if there's a better place to park down there.
Yeah.
That's where we parked last time. Down there. Right, we'll be towards it somewhere. Yeah, we drive down to the water. Yeah. Alright, we've made it.
Nice. I wouldn't say in record time. Are we going to do it faster? Not going to try it though.
We'll just borrow Ken Block's car.
Okay.
So what we've already searched is kind of from there, around there, all the way down. So now we're going to focus on more there and up in that kind of search cone. It does feel warmer here than it did up the top though. The only problem with where we're parked at the moment is it's quite a bit of a walk to the sandy beach, or sandy spot where we're going to be sleeping.
Yep.
It's a bit of a walk that way. We might have to move back to the other camp spot just to get our gear down a bit easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Might have to cut some of these blueberries just to
Oh,
make it a bit easier for ourselves. But
chop them.
so we go through, just give them a quick nick just to make it easier to walk the gear through so they're not getting caught.
Yeah. Just trying to think what I can use to cut it with.
Chainsaw.
Oh yeah, I suppose that works.
Ring, ring.
That does work. Should I bring batteries? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I thought since it's a little bit overgrown on each side, we could just chop down a little bit on the left and right, especially on the steps because it's quite
Two
narrow.
batteries, so the batteries are pretty good in these.
So you could probably start with this one here, just to. Couple to your right there. More so just know we're not getting snagged and everything first.
Yeah, it's just annoying more than anything. You don't know.
It's annoying when you camp.
Ow, like that. Imagine how many times I would have done that.
Especially if you end up having to go up and down from the car a few times.
And probably in the dark when I want to get something in the fridge. Yeah, remember, we don't have battery down there.
That's it. You didn't bring your big square battery, did you?
No. Should have. Would it make sense? Should have, who's going to the car to get more drink?
Well, I brought my headlamp with me, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. The things you think about after.
Yeah, like how important swags are. If I pack my sleeping bag separate from my swag, it'd be 100% fine. Because I'd be warm as hell and just protected from whatever, unless somebody tried to climb in. But like I said, I'm not too bothered. And having one each instead of not one at all. For me.
It's really hard to cut these.
As long as they're kind of broken and they're down, that's fine.
It's actually quite warm. That's not a cool breeze. Which I find surprising because you think the wind off the water would.
Let's see what tracks we've got.
Just for what animals you might be
Well, I've got
bugging up with.
your tracks here. If it was a kangaroo, you'd have the paws at the front with then their longer back paw. So you'd have one like that and then the back paw and then kind of their tail. I don't really see that. I don't think it was a kangaroo that come along here. I'm trying to see if I can get a distinct shape. Could be claw marks, the way the lizards come and grab as they walk. Again, no real evidence of their tails though. All of these would have been from ours from the last time we were here. As you can see, you can't see the bottom of the water here, so this is fairly deep.
Right.
You can also tell by the way the top of the water looks, the fact it's glassier means there's not much underneath it that is obstructing the flow.
As a person who's very experienced getting into camp play, it's 8 o'clock now, we've got literally about half an hour of usable daylight and then probably another hour of daylight. So I think we spend the first half an hour setting up the fire, even before bringing the swags and stuff down.
Swag.
Swag. And then once we got the wood and stuff, because we can't see wood later, that's all, we can see it now. Get all here, get the fire going. And then, I haven't got very much lighting to run up those steps, but...
I've got a headlamp and a really good torch.
Okay.
So if we have one each, we're good. And I charged the torch today, so it's got quite a few hours.
All right, so we'll do that, and then at first daylight, George will get up, I'll get up, and we'll go. I was originally going to go over there first, but F that.
It's gonna get too dark.
Yeah, it's going to get too dark before anything even happens. So, and then we can put a game plan in tonight. Where do you want the fire?
I was thinking that.
Right here? Yeah. In the middle? More. Well, you want it away from the water because...
Dragging. Water's here. Like this at with bread and at night. Sure, early in the morning have a go at some things before we wake up properly and start searching once the sun's nice and bright. I'm a mozzies where we are here than down there earlier.
You having mozzie problems?
Huh?
You having mozzie problems?
I'm hearing a lot of them. Like buzzing around my face. I didn't notice any last time we were here.
No, I didn't notice any last time either. Water could be more stagnant here.
Yeah, it is. It's deeper here, so or stagnant in the middle bit.
But definitely could.
But I've got moisture repellent and stuff here.
That's good to know. I don't.
There's a big animal, probably a deer, walking around up here because you hear creaking through the bush and part inside. Funny enough, military don't teach you how to do a lot of campfires and fires and stuff like that.
Weird.
No, if you think about it, we're tactical. We want to make as little light and leave as little presence, a trace of where we're.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To the point where we had baby wipe shit. We had to have non-scented and stuff. Not anything that could give them
any indication you were there, give the other opponent intel.
Or of who we are. I was about to say, see what temperature is on the watch, but it won't tell you because there's no reception.
My Solio will tell us.
Huh?
Solio will tell me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, I put that together so they won't do that.
Right down here, okay. Accelerating. I didn't realise I was getting. Belling? I heard belling.
Oh.
I heard belling. Fishing belling.
Maybe another.
How can I help?
Maybe another carp. Get the rod, the net ready.
In the car?
Carp. The net.
Where?
There, right there. Does have a lot of fight in it, but I'm gonna pull him into it. Perfect. Beautiful. What's the rod?
Yep.
I'm woken up early this morning, chucked a rod in. Thought I'd let Chris have this one.
Yeah, this morning. Got our food supplies, spare change of shoes and all that jazz, drinks. That way. So if we start from here,